just your options. These are just things that you can do. A wrap is a wraparound mortgage. Okay. So let's say you have someone that, now I like to do these, even if I'm building a portfolio, I like them in this particular case more than I like the next option, which is a lease option. But I like to do the wraparound mortgages because, hey, now this house belongs to that person. I'm going to sell it to them at a future value. Let's take this exact same example. Let's say this house is worth $200,000 today. I'm going to sell it to them on a wraparound mortgage structured for 3, 5 years, whatever, however much time you want to hold this, and have that balloon payment. Let's say on that house, my payment was, I don't know, let's just say $1,200. Now, they're going to give me a sizable down payment. I'm probably going to sell it to them for $220 or $225. Remember, I'm in it at $180. So if I'm selling it to them now at, let's just say $225 for future value, it probably would be more, especially if I'm doing a 5-year term. But just for the sake of this conversation, let's just say it's $225 5 years from now. And there's different ways that you can structure that, which I'll get into later. But you'll do that more on a lease option. But on this wrap, now you've got a mortgage, and there's an existing mortgage, and you've done a subject to, and you're going to wrap your loan around the existing financing. Meaning, to that person that you're selling it to, they're going to have a mortgage that you're providing them with. Let's say you're charging them 7% and you're only paying 3%, right? And you're charging them 7% at the $225,000, or let's say they gave you a $15,000 deposit, a down payment, so you're only financing $210,000, but that $210,000 is at 7%, and your $180,000 is at 3%, and that's going to dictate what their mortgage is. It's going to be substantially more than the $1,200 you're paying, if that was the number. Let me be specific for a second. I want to be exact. I want to give you real numbers, okay, of what that would look like in real time, so you could see if this makes sense for you or not. Okay, and pull up the trusty mortgage calculator here. We're in it at $180,000. Okay, and that interest rate would be, let's just call it 3.5%. Okay, that's an $800, just the loan, not insurance or anything of that. That's $808 a month, right? So now we're going to go back up to that 210 at 7%. Now that is a $1,397 monthly payment. Boom. This is something now you're making almost $600 a month passively on top of the $15,000 down payment. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, just ask me, just say, hey, can you clarify a little more in depth? But there it is. That's how you make something out of nothing, okay? You could have made that deal without a penny in your pocket. Nothing at all. You market for the deal however it comes. You could be cold calling people. You could be, cold calling an expired listing or an extended listing. Right now we're at 90 days or longer. A couple months ago we were at 60 days or longer. Now we're moving 90 days or longer because houses are sitting on the market longer. People are more motivated, right? Whoever you're calling, you might be calling tired landlords, but you're on the phone with them. Maybe you're doing direct mail. Whatever marketing tactics you're doing, that's your time and your energy, right? That's your sweat equity that you're putting in, because maybe you don't have the money to start a $1,000 or $2,000, $2,500 a month campaign out the gate. Having cold call, you don't have it. That's understandable. So you've got to take your time and you make these calls. You set up your appointments. You make these deals happen with them. You do all the negotiation. Again, it's just your time that you're out of. You're just investing your time. Now you've gotten this deal. Now you're going to market this deal on a wrap. You want to build a portfolio for yourself. You want to make your life a little easier. Yeah, you can wholesale it and you might get $3,000 or $4,000, maybe $5,000. Yeah, you can rent it, but you got to give these people their money too, because they're going to want something, right? But this wrap option is now, let's say you gave them this person, you said, look, I'm going to give you $5,000 and I'm going to take over the mortgage, and that's what we're doing. Boom, done deal. Okay, perfect. You're going to build time into that contract, which allows you to market that property. You're going to find someone that has the money but doesn't have the credit to buy the house, and then you're going to sell it to them. You are essentially going to be their bank, utilizing this particular strategy as a wraparound mortgage. Your attorney or title company, whoever it is you're working with, wherever you are, will be able to walk you through this process, okay? And now you made $10,000 in your pocket. Boom, done. And every month, every single month, you're going to make about $600. Almost, not quite, but almost. Now, maybe you don't want to manage that property and you're going to hire property management. That's going to cost you 10% of that mortgage payment that's coming in. So now you're not quite making $600, you're making $460, but it's being managed. And guess what? You don't even have to do it that way. You don't even have to hire a management company. You get a servicing company. So these people are paying a servicing company or paying you, and it doesn't really cost that much money. It probably costs you $20 a month to set that up for them. Okay. And there you go. And there's different things that you can do in different states to protect yourself. Obviously, by doing this through the attorney and having it filed, you're protecting yourself, but there's different things you can do in different states. Some people do these what's called a deed in lieu of foreclosure. It's a preemptive deed in lieu of foreclosure. It's kind of sketchy, but people do it, okay? People do it. That way, if they stop paying and just walk out, you don't have to go through this foreclosure process. You simply file that document, okay? So that's a wraparound mortgage. I'm giving you everything you need to find success as a real estate investor. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and like this video. See you later.